Top of the third inning, knotted at 1. You're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley SaberDogs Network. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, wherever you may be. Max Tanzer bringing you SaberDogs Baseball as always. Alan Greer will lead it off here against Wesley out for his third inning of work. Make that Wessels 1-1 ball game after the RBI single for Kobe Krenz out to left field to bring around Creeth to score. An inning that really unraveled for Sinclair. It looked like he was in good shape, and just under 10 pitches was able to pick up 2 outs with just 1 runner on over at first base, but that unfortunately did turn into another run. So time for the SaberDogs to get back to work. They sent 5 men to the plate back in the top of the second inning. Were able to bring around a run to score on that double play ball off the bat of Anderson that scored McGran from third. So Greer will lead it off here. Wessels from the wind. His first pitch is a fastball that misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And for Souris Valley, you know they would have liked to score more with that bases loaded, nobody out spot. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring around more than 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball misses up and in, ball 2. Close spot on both pitches. 2 balls, no strikes. Greer 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop and McHenry back in the first inning. Now 3 for 10 here in this postseason. Here's the 2-0 delivery on the way. Fastball grazes the outside corner. Good spot. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Meat of the SaberDogs lineup due up here. 2, 3, and 4. Greer, Moretto, and Williams. As Wessels quickly delivers the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a soft bounding ball to short. McHenry charges, plays on the long hop, shuffles across, throws to first base, and is in time to retire Greer for out number 1. So now 3 in a row retired by Wessels. Second time Greer is grounded out to McHenry at short. 1 up, 1 down, as that brings up Steven Moretto to the plate. And I'll tell you, that Steven Moretto home run in Game 2 a couple nights ago was one of the coolest moments I've ever seen at Corbett Field. He came to the plate, and there was a certain buzz in the ballpark. Of course, everyone knew how well he had been swinging the bat entering that plate appearance. The first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. 0-1. But not only that, he'd been struggling that night, had struck out 3 times. I talked to Alex Miklos after the game, and his big emphasis was that they continued to pound him inside. It's the 0-1 pitch. It's a fastball right over the heart of the plate, thigh high, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch before it, they tied him up with a fastball running in. And Miklos told me after the game, he said they better not make that mistake again. And they did, and he had a screaming line drive out to left field for a 3-run shot. So the next pitch is down, away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there were so many different angles going into that. The one I just talked about, the fact that it really broke the game open for the SaberDogs for the first time that night. Moretto leads the team in homers now with 9. So the 1-2 is a breaking ball that runs inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Not only that, but it almost went through the home run target. There's a capital RV sign out there in straightaway left field, and if a player hits a ball through that hole in a game, one lucky fan leaves with a free camper. So the 2-2 is a broken bat chopper high off the ground, picked on an in-between hop by McHenry, throws to first base. That is in time. What a play by Johnny McHenry, gliding across the second base bag. A high-bounding chopper that he picked on an in-between hop and then slung on the run to first base in time for out number 2. Put a star on that one, as that'll retire Steven Moretto. So 2 up, 2 down, as that brings up Jordan Williams to the plate. But back to what we were discussing. That home run sign, Moretto almost hit it through the hole and sent someone home with a free camper. Unfortunately, hit off the facing of it. A little bit too much topspin, but either way, an impressive shot. It's the first pitch on the way to Williams. Is swung on and fouled into the glove of Driggs for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. So 2 down, nobody on. Johnny McHenry being challenged a lot so far here tonight. Already 3 ground balls to him. It's the 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball. Swing to miss from Williams, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Taylor Justice on deck, then Gunnar McGran if it gets that far. Wessels looking for the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for either end. He winds and fires. His 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, just a smidge outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can see the catcher Driggs take a shuffle towards the first base dugout. Thought it was strike 3 as well as the middle infielders. But home plate umpire Tristan Jones thought otherwise. Wessels turns, kicks, and tosses. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses inside and hits Williams. No, it doesn't, according to Jones. Williams asks if that clipped his front, or the front of his jersey make that, but Jones shakes his head. So that'll be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another breaking ball from Wessels that backed up. Wessels working quickly, the 2-0. This one runs inside, this time with a heater. Does not hit Williams. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Remember, Moretto was hit by a pitch in the first inning on a breaking ball that backed up and slipped out. Looks like Wessels is really struggling with that pitch and its command tonight. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Fastball taken down and in for ball 4. So a walk to Williams. That's the third walk allowed by Wessels tonight, as that puts on a base runner here with 2 down. So we will not see the 1-2-3 inning just yet. Taylor Justice will come to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to right field back in the first inning with a couple runners on base. That was Moretto at second and Williams at first. Another chance for him right here. Pushing through what is a wrist injury as we speak. Again, a tough kid. Huge in the middle of this lineup and behind the plate for Surres Valley from a leadership standpoint, a defensive standpoint, as well as an offensive standpoint. As the first pitch he shows bunt, pulls back, snapped over to first base in the dirt, blocked by the first baseman Creeth. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And there was a moment back in the game on Tuesday where he actually went and talked to Alex Miklos between the third base bag and home plate, and you could see him signaling towards that left wrist. Stayed in the game and actually picked up a hit. In fact, picked up 2 hits that night. So a lot of pain tolerance for the SaberDogs backstop, just what you'd expect out of a catcher. So the 1-0 pitch is swung and chopped up the middle, ranging towards his right is Krenz. This is past him as it rolls into center field for a base hit. So how about Taylor Justice? That's his 4th hit of the series, 3rd in the last 2 ball games. First and second, 2 down, as the SaberDogs for the 3rd consecutive inning have 2 base runners on. Walking up to the Imperial March, here comes Gunnar McGran to the plate. McGran walked in this first plate appearance. That was in the top of the second inning where the SaberDogs would load the bases up. And, of course, as we mentioned, came around to score on the 4-3 double play ball. Wessels looking to get out of this jam here. Peers it for the side and comes set. Kicks and tosses. His first pitch on the way is a fastball that misses upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Declan Buckle, the first baseman on deck. Then it'll be Jared Breedwell here. Your arms left to right in the outfield. Austinson, Ninnis, and Dorer. Wessels' glove tucked into his front hamstring. Brings it up to his chest as he comes set. 1-0 pitch is down and in, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count here with 2 down. So a big spot here for the SaberDogs to take their lead right back. Have had plenty of opportunities thus far, but have struggled to execute. Have yet to pick up a hit with a runner in scoring position so far. McGran looking to put a change to that. Hitter's count for him, 2 balls, no strikes. Slightly open stance from the left side. Wessel's pitch, swing and a foul right off the mask of the catcher and Driggs for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. McGran had a good game 1. Picked up a double to left center field. Again, has continued to excel at slapping the ball the other way. The left fielder in Austinson playing a couple steps more towards the left field line. So there is a big alley in left center field right now. If McGran wants to go in that direction, again, on a line drive, it is hard to get it to the wall due to the thicker outfield grass. But if you hit it hard enough or deep enough, it will get out there. But a base hit of any sort should be able to score a Speedy Williams from second base, who will be going on contact. 2-1, 2 outs, first and second, 1-1 ball game. Wessels from the stretch. Here's his delivery on the way. Fastball runs outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. So the common theme tonight for both ends, besides the second for Wessels, has been getting quick outs in the front half of frames and then really faltering once you get those 2 outs. We've seen Sinclair struggle with that a couple times. Wessel once again here in the 3rd. It's a 3-1, is cut on a miss, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip held on by the catcher and Driggs. So the count's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Both runners will be going on this pitch. Williams at second, Justice at first. Williams reached on the walk, Justice on the single. Big pitch for Wessels here, trying to keep this game tied. He stares into his backstop and Driggs for the sign, gets what he wants as he comes set. Runners go, the payoff pitch in the way, swing and a foul straight back. McGran just gets a piece of a fastball running away. Count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sun continuing to set over the first base grandstands here. Shadows continue to creep towards the infield as well. A picture-perfect night. Not a cloud in the sky. Blue skies upon us, matching the baby blue pants the SaberDogs are sporting tonight. Got a couple mountains on the horizon as well, and what's a beautiful ballpark here in Spearfish. Some shrubbery behind the center field wall as well, as there's an inside move to second. No one covering. Williams will get back in safely. Not only that, but a lot of cars parked out over beyond the wall in right center field. Got to watch out if someone leaves the yard. Drew Miller putting a charge into a couple last time in that direction when we were here a couple weeks ago. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here's the payoff pitch in the way. Swing and another foul straight back. Runners once again were going. Count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a big spot coming up right here. McGran in the 6th spot tonight, hitting .322. Has quietly been one of the more productive bats here in the lineup for Surres Valley and has come up in big spots left and right, obviously highlighted by the walk-off hit in his first start. But plenty more examples after that, including a big hit a couple weeks ago against the Horseheads. As the runners go again, the 3-2 is a fastball just missing down low for ball 4. And for the second consecutive inning, the bases are loaded here for the SaberDogs, this time with 2 down in the top of the 3rd. And that was a real close spot. You could hear the moan from the crowd as Driggs, the catcher, took this pitch that was at about shin height, tried to hold it up at about the knee height of McGrann, could not get the strike call from the home plate umpire and Tristan Jones. So they'll send out Jared Molna to the mound to talk to his right-hander in Wessels. Currently no one warming up right now in the Sasquatch bullpen. So a big spot here for the SaberDogs to really jump out in front here. Again, for Souris Valley, the goal has to be getting to that bullpen. We saw the last time these two teams faced, it was already very thin. They've already lost a couple of arms since then as well. And not only that, but the Sasquatch used their 2 best arms in games 1 and 2 of the divisional series against the Pioneers. So really, if the SaberDogs can get Wessels out of this ballgame, they will be in fantastic shape. Not only to mention that a couple of the Sasquatch pitchers are starting in defensive positions tonight. So Declan Buckle looking to put a chunk into the scoreboard right here. Again, 1-1 ball game, top of the 3rd inning, bases loaded, 2 down. SaberDogs have the bases loaded in the top of the 2nd, brought around run to score on the RBI ground out double play ball off the bat of Reese Anderson. Buckle 1 for 1 tonight, hit a hard line drive to right center field for a knock back in the 2nd. He would be stranded at 3rd base. So Williams takes his lead from 3rd base, Justice from 2nd, McGrann from 1st. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Wessels' first pitch on the way is a fastball taken down low, picked by the catcher Driggs, followed by a cloud of dust. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like a sandbox behind home plate. Very thick dirt back there. Every time a catcher has caught a ball today, it looks like there's been a cloud of dust to follow. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Wesley on the way. Fastball runs across the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Declan Buckle shares a couple of words with the home plate umpire. Good pitch from Wessels. A lot of arm side run, especially in a bases loaded spot, trying to saw off Buckle and get a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Force it all bags here with 2 down. Wessels from the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Wessels a strike away from getting out of a major jam here in the top of the 3rd inning. Has allowed just 1 run through 2 2/3. Trying to keep it that way. Declan Buckle has other thoughts. Wessels from the stretch, fires. The 1-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, ready to his left is McHenry. This one's past him into center field for a base hit. Williams will score. Right behind him, Justice, he scores. Safe at 3rd base is McGrann. Is the SaberDogs jump on the board? It's 3-1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. A clutch base knock by Declan Buckle. His first 2 RBIs of the postseason as the SaberDogs once again take a 3-1 lead. Nice job by Ninnis, the center fielder, to make the throw to 3rd base. It was a very close play over there as McGrann just slid in underneath the tag of the 3rd baseman Bachman. And again, if McGrann was tagged out over there, there's question if Justice was going to be able to score because he had not crossed home plate by the time that throw landed into the mid of the 3rd baseman Bachman. But the good news was he was safe. So Buckle drives in 2. Here comes Jared Breedwell to the plate. Now again, 3-1 your score. Breedwell represents the 7th man to the plate in this inning. Breedwell singled on the bunt his last time up. There goes Buckle. Pitch on the way is a strike. Snapped to the 3rd base tag. Applied him. McGrann's in time. Tough break for the SaberDogs. Buckle took off towards 2nd. The catcher and Driggs popped up. Pump fake towards 2nd. McGrann then took an extra couple steps off 3rd. Driggs with his head up threw a strike to Bachman, who applied the tag on the numbers of McGrann to end the inning. But not before Declan Buckle checks in with the bases loaded 2 RBI single to give the SaberDogs their lead right back. 3-1 your score as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're listening to Game 1 of the championship series between the Spearfish Sasquatch and the Souris Valley SaberDogs. We'll be right back after this quick break.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register